morning and happy Sunday. I'm on my road home now from Indiana, where I went for my aunt's celebration of life. And I'm returning home to Tim and the girls. And my heart just feels like it's exploding with joy and gratitude and appreciation for this experience we get to travel through, which is life, which is our lives. My heart just feels so full. And I was reflecting with my cousin's son. I guess I would call him my second cousin, who I haven't really got to spend a whole lot of time with before now. And I drove him to Chicago, and he was sharing about his music and what really compelled him to start playing the guitar was just his need to express deeply, and that through playing the guitar and singing, that was his way to really unlock and tap into his deeper emotions and feelings. And I feel very much the same way for me. That's through my writing and speaking. It just kind of sharing in this space and sharing through the things that I write, it's like stuff bubbles to the surface, and then I just have to let it out. And right now, in this moment, it's gratitude. It's just, I feel so much gratitude for life itself and for the opportunity to be here in a body, to be traveling through all of the experiences, the ups and downs, the highs and the lows, the everything in between. In celebrating my aunt's life, I also really got to celebrate my dad's life, and they both had Parkinson's, and it really took a huge toll on their bodies, but they were both able to continue shining a really bright light all the way to the end. And there was a moment during the kind of funeral celebration of life mass where I just closed my eyes, and I had this memory of taking my girls to spend some time with my dad and my aunt at my aunt and uncle's lake house in Indiana. And I was there, and some of my cousins were there, and some of their kids came, and it just was a really special weekend because it reminded me of so many vacations that I had with my aunt and uncle and my cousins growing up. And there was this moment where my aunt was just playing cards with us on the back deck that leads right out to the water, and the girls were kind of floating in the water on rafts, and I think I was kind of in and out of the water, and my mom was there, and then my dad, at one point we went inside, and he was sitting on the couch with my daughter just watching TV, but it was just like this really sweet moment where he had his arm around her, and I could see this whole moment from above, just like looking and watching and just feeling such gratitude for the fact that I'm part of my desire to move back to the Midwest after living in the Pacific Northwest was to kind of give my husband an opportunity to reconnect with his family and for us to do this farm adventure. And another part was for me to be able to live in closer proximity to where my parents lived and my aunts and uncles and cousins, just to reconnect with my own roots in the Midwest and to give my daughters a chance to connect with parts of my life and my past that they wouldn't get a chance to connect with otherwise. And just that moment in time, I think it really showed me that these simple moments, so many simple moments strung together that are our lives. And it's these moments that get reflected upon when we pass and we transition to another plane of existence. And for the people that remain here, those are the moments that will be left in their hearts. And we are creating the future in each present moment. And I feel like I've personally spent a lot of time like visioning and thinking out into the future, and where do I want to be, what do I want to be doing, how can I prepare for that then. And I'm really feeling right now just the beauty and blessing of right now, and that how we show up now, how we show up from moment to moment to moment becomes the future self that we are. And I think having a vision in mind kind of helps inform which steps we take and helps us decide, between a myriad of different options. But once we've kind of got that clear, then we have to come back and just like be here now in this moment. And my aunt was a really joyful person. I mean, she was larger than life. She was a tiny person, but she was larger than life in her personality and really embraced life. And my dad did too. And I think sometimes for me, I feel like I don't know, maybe been stuck in like worry about doing it right, doing it the right way, living the right way, like living true to my purpose, and kind of really taking that seriously. And I don't think that's a bad thing or a wrong thing, but I feel like in doing that, sometimes I've not stopped to embrace the gift of right now. And so that's what I'm doing right now here. It's just like really relishing in the beauty of now, and the beauty of all of the connections that I just had with my family, with my extended family, with my cousins, with their kids. And I'm going home to be with Tim and the girls, and I just feel grateful for however much time we have to just have these moments. And cancer has made me wonder, like, what's next? What's beyond this? Where are we going, and what are we doing? And will all four of us be there? And if not, what does that look like? And I feel like I'm returning home now with this kind of new sense of like, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter where we're going. It doesn't matter. Like, that's not for me to worry about now. Like, I'm creating that in how I live right now. And right now, what's present for me is that the most important thing to focus on is just the quality of our relationships right now, the quality of our openness to give and receive love, my openness to give and receive love. And I think being present to beauty, being present to that every moment is a gift. It's I think last night my uncle told my sister and I, to just take some time. We could go through my aunt's closet, and my cousins had all done that, and they were going to kind of package the rest of the stuff up and give it away to those in need. But he said, just take some time, and if you want to go through her things, her clothing, her shoes, her jewelry. And I told my mom, in going through some of the stuff, we were just looking through the closet, and I said, you really can't take it with you. Like, you just can't. Like, when the lights go out in this life, it's all hanging in the closet. It's all left in the jewelry box. in whatever state we depart in, it's like it's all there for someone else to filter through. And I said, kind of makes me want to really keep my stuff organized, because at some point somebody will be looking through it. I kind of want to leave like funny notes and messages, you know, just so that if somebody's looking through my stuff, they can get a chuckle. Maybe I'll hide like teeth that I've kept from my daughters. I find them in the backs of my closet sometimes because I've just like tucked them away. So yeah, when we leave it all. We leave our clothes, we leave our tastes and our preferences and our styles, and we also have the capacity to leave a whole lot more. And that's the memories that we leave in the hearts of those who are near and dear to us. And that's a pretty incredible thing. It's a pretty incredible thing that we can touch people's hearts. And I think that that's really at the essence of what makes us human. And I think it's our greatest gift. So that's what I'm chewing on and reflecting on this morning, and that's what I want to impart to you and invite you to reflect on as well, because you will leave something big behind, and you know, it's kind of up to you to decide like what's that going to be. And really, I think it's just a matter of like being courageous enough to show up as your full self. Like, don't hold back. Give your love, and don't let anything stop you from that, and embrace the love that's being given to you, because I think it's big for all of us. I don't think any of us are deprived of enough love. We just have to get past the hurt to open to receive the love that's all around.